Today's lesson, I really want to hit on the importance of having a cover page with a hook on all of your Instagram reels or your TikToks. So that's probably the number one mistake that I see is I have clients that will spend so much time capturing the vertical video footage that, is 30 or 60 seconds. They go to post it on Instagram reels or TikTok, but they leave off the most important part, which is making sure that you have the cover page with the text that explains or entices people to want to click and watch the video. So let me share my screen. I'm going to show you on my phone of exactly what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to go through kind of the step-by-step plays of how you do this. So for example, if I go to Instagram, that's just where we're going to start. And let's say I go to the mortgage nerd. Okay. I can show you an example of where she did this correctly and one where she did not. So sorry, Denise, in advance, you are going to be my guinea pig. But remember, when people are looking for social proof, like you need street cred the moment that someone's referred to you. When they go and search, what are they going to see? Well, most of the time, they're going to land on your feed and they're going to scroll for a couple feet. But if they see videos, like for example, the way that I can tell which ones are videos is if you look in the upper right hand corner, like let's look at this first one where she's wearing, for some reason, a chef hat. See the little video icon in the top right? So the top left example where she's the chef, that is an example of what not to do because there's no hook. Like I have no idea what that video is about. And should I click on it to then watch? So turn the volume
In the
on.
last few years, real estate has been operating a lot like a fast food restaurant. It's like how fast, how fast, how fast. And really, the people were just order takers because we were trying to go.
Okay, so you can see this is a lifestyle photo that she used. So obviously she didn't record the video using or even wearing that outfit. So that's something that she had in her photo album. And she just chose to upload from her camera roll, which I'll show you all how to do, but she forgot to put the hook on the top. Whereas the one right below where it says it's not forever, this is another example of when she had a lifestyle photo. So I can promise you she's not wearing a red dress when she's recording this video. But this is a better example where at least the picture fits in the frame. So Instagram, the annoying part with Instagram is it's not the same size dimension when you post your reel. Like when I click on it, it goes to the full view of the vertical format, but how it posts on your feed is it's got to fit in a square. So that's that safe zone that when you're recording, you just want to make sure you stay with like an inch above and an inch below. And that's just going to help making sure that, you're not cut off because that's the other horrible thing I see is people will be cut off in the view when they post their reel. So when I click on this one, and again, I'm clicking on the one that says it's not forever.
Take the rate program is perfect for this kind of market. So let me explain. It is a 30-year mortgage.
So how does she do this? How could you post a video but make sure you have the cover page? Here's my quick cheat if you're doing this yourself. So I would immediately go to story. And the reason why I'm going to story is because I'm just going to take a picture of myself and I'll just do this. Okay. And again, I'm in story view and I'm going to write text. Let's say number one issue I see on IG, reels. And guys, if I toggle from left to right where the text is, I can change the way this looks. If I want to add background color, I can go to the color wheel. Maybe I do black. Let's say pink. And so I'm going to make the font a little bit different. No. I guess this one's okay. Let's just do that one, okay? And because I know how it could be cut off, I can squeeze on it and make it bigger or smaller. And I'm not posting this to my story. I'm just going to save it to my camera roll so I can then upload it later as my cover page. So to walk through this again, I go to the story view, I take a picture, I hit the font icon, I write out my hook. Now I'm going to save this to my camera roll. So I'm going to hit the 3 dots on the right and I'm going to hit save. So now I can start the process from the very beginning. Now I'm ready to start my reel. So I'll just do this real quick. I'm going to toggle at the bottom, see where it says post story reel. I want to go to reel. And I'm just going to hit record. This is just for demo purposes of how and why it is so important to include a cover page when you are posting your reels. Okay, that's simple. So I hit the button because I'm done. Now I'm going to hit next. This is just for demo purposes of how and why it is so important. Turning down the volume because remember, it's so important with every video you include the captions because remember, most people are not listening with the sound on to your video. So I'm going to hit, if you look at the top, you'll see the little square icon with the smiley face. You're going to click that and you're going to hit captions. So see where it says in blue captions? It says transcribing audio. I can always pinch this to make it bigger, smaller. I can change the color if I want. I can change the font style here if I want it to look a little bit different. If I need to edit the words, I would just tap on it and then you scroll to the word that maybe you need to edit. So I'm not going to check it for this. I'm just literally making this for the demo. Let's say I'm good. If I wanted to add music, remember you just click the music icon at the top. This is where I could just pick this first one. Maybe I click done and I'm happy with that. So I would hit next. Now, here's where you upload your cover photo. See where it says edit cover at the bottom? You're going to click edit cover and then you're going to click add from camera roll. Because remember, that's why we did it in story. We saved it to our camera roll. Now we're going to upload it here. So I'm going to click the top left. That's the one that I made. Here's how you tell how it's going to look on your feed. See where on the right it says profile grid? I want to click that. And now I can move this around to make sure that my cover photo is not cut off and it has the hook for every single reel that I do. So then I would just hit done. I could write my caption, demo only will delete. Tag people. You always, just best practices, you always want to tag anyone that's involved. You want to add the location when you can. Okay, and then I would click share. Every time you post a reel, so see how it says it's posting, you always take that and you add it to your story. Because remember, we want to do at least 4 or 5 story posts a day. So then I'm just going to click the little paper icon, looks like paper airplane. I'm going to click this. I'm going to add reel to story. I could click the little square with a smiley face again. I could do question, did you know this? Again, I can make this smaller or bigger. I can move it where I want. And again, we add it to our story because it helps with views. The interaction also, anytime you can add a sticker like this with a question where people can easily type an answer, always helps. And then it also will entice them to be able to watch the entire reel. They're going to have to go to your feed. So then I would post to my story. So I click at the bottom left and do your story. I'm not going to do that because I don't want it post. So we delete. That is how you do it on Instagram. Pretty simple, right? TikTok is even easier, guys. So I'm going to go to TikTok and I'm going to hit the plus icon at the bottom middle. This is where I'm going to, so these steps are different. I'm not doing a photo in the story. I'm not doing anything like that, although I could. Okay, I'm going to now record. This is just for demo purposes for TikTok of how to make sure that you always have the hook on the very front so that you can get more people to watch your stuff. Okay, now I'm going to hit next, bottom right. Also, to add captions, you do the same thing. You would hit captions on the right, and it's going to transcribe for you. So same thing. Oh, that's best practice. So here we have it. I'm going to hit save. Okay, I'm going to hit next. I'm going to move this down. And See where it says select cover? So on the top right, it says select cover right underneath my face. I'm going to hit that. And now at the very bottom, now I would not do one with the TikTok logo if you plan on exporting this, but let's just say, like, I like this red one usually. Sometimes I do the yellow. Sometimes I do this comment one. So I'm going to insert text. Did you know? Again, I can do the same thing where I make it small. I can move it around, and then I'm going to hit save in the top right. Blah, blah, demo will delete. Okay. Remember, hashtags are really, they're more for categorizing, not really prioritizing as much anymore. But again, you're going to write your caption. You can tag people, add your location. Now I'm done. So I would then click post. Okay. Now, if I wanted to change, like, see how my face does not look great there? If I hit select cover, I can always put my finger on the red button and I can move it where my eyes are open. Okay, let's try to get a good shot, Deb. Okay, we'll just say right there and I'll hit save. That looks a little bit better than what the original was. And then I hit post and that's it. So that is the number one mistake I see people make when they're creating their reels. And guys, 90% of it is the hook and it's your cover page. It's selling people of why to watch. And once they watch one reel, if you're creating binge-worthy type content, they could keep swiping like this, and it's going to keep them on your feed over and over and over. So I hope that was helpful. I want to see reels. I want to see at least a reel a day, a TikTok a day. Get after it, be known, share your wisdom. And if you need any other help, just let us know.